Dead. What a terribly disappointing movie this was.
Alright, so first we have... Wait, no, cut!
I'm not talking about that Day of the Dead. The original Day of the Dead is actually probably my favorite of the Dead film.
It had a good story, good characters, probably the grand champion of asshole characters, and it was all done very nicely.
No, I'm talking about the remake, or the reimagining, as so many things like to be these days.
And by the way, this one has no connection to the Dawn of the Dead remake, although Ving Rhames appears in this one too, but as a different, much more forgettable character, Captain Rhodes. Wait, Captain Rhodes? We'd better keep a close eye on him.
If you're thinking, I don't remember that one being in theaters, well, you're right. It never was. It was supposed to be, but it proved much too good for that and received a straight-to-video release.
We start with some idiot kids making out in some old shack, but these two get into a little tiff, and she decides to show him she'll pass up the drive and go get killed in the woods. And then we see there's a bit of a panic already going on with the army directing traffic.
And take your son to the hospital in town.
Those guys don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I want to go to a real hospital.
Mr. Leitner here apparently thinks he'll be able to break through the army blockade in his pickup truck. But our main character, Sarah, no real connection to the Sarah from the original, is from around here and she knows them, so they listen to her redirection to the medical facility.
Did I just tell them the truth?
Corporal, your orders are to keep this your shithole town, sealed off.
I bet that's not going to come back to bite her on the ass later.
You don't have to worry, nothing really happens in this town anyway.
Yeah, it seems like a real shithole.
We keep calling this place a shithole, but I don't see anything in it really making it all that shitty.
Where are we going anyway?
My house.
Well, it's kind of a charming shithole.
Crane sounds so formal. What do your friends call you?
My friends call me Bud.
That's similar.
So Sarah comes home, yells at her brother, and finds out her mom's sick.
I'm taking you to the hospital.
So she takes her...
Weren't you taking your mom to the hospital?
Actually, she makes a little pit stop to her brother's friend's place and finds out the family's dead.
Why isn't your gun loaded?
It's complicated.
Cool. I'm a vegetarian, by the way.
Maybe we should keep that between us.
And maybe we should keep some logical flow in the dialogue? Why isn't your gun loaded? It's complicated. Oh, I was watching TV 5 days ago.
Why isn't your gun loaded?
It's complicated.
I'm the creator of outro games for Nintendo.
Maybe we should keep that between us.
Why isn't your gun loaded? It's complicated.
Why isn't your gun loaded?
It's complicated.
If you're on a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, add Quaker oatmeal to it. You could actually bring that cholesterol level down even more. Not just keep it level, bring it down. Quaker oatmeal. It's the right thing to do.
Maybe we should keep that between us.
So she really takes her mother to the hospital this time, and things are a bit hectic inside.
Sarah's great, huh?
I wish she were around more.
Does she have a boyfriend?
So I hear you're deathly ill. Yeah, that's interesting. So what's your daughter's relationship status?
Oh, she's so hot. You think she'd ever go out with a private?
Sarah's mother seems to find this about as amusing as I do. Actually, Nia's father shuts down like that too, and after a little transition, instant zombie.
I don't believe it.
Well, glad you're feeling better, Dad. Hope you and Mom can work that out. And now we see zombies are over the whole city. How the hell did this happen?
I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Look, buddy, I'm a random throwaway character and my time is up. Then a zombie really takes off for the rotund radio man as well.
That's something I kind of find weird with these remakes. The zombies really boot it towards people. I mean, these are remakes of the Romero movies, which always had the really slow-moving zombies.
So things went to hell very quickly at the hospital. Well, goodbye, Captain Rhodes. You truly were forgettable, unlike your counterpart.
Sit down or so help me God, I'll have you shot.
And here we have Dr. Logan. Oh, you mean like the crazy scientist from the original? I wonder if he's crazy in this one.
Hey! You almost got me killed!
Well, he's an ass. Not quite the same. Meanwhile, Trevor and Nina have taken off and they see a silhouette in the radio station and by a grand leap of faith take it that it's not a zombie.
Are you one of them? No! Are you sure? No, sure! You better not be!
Mrs. Leitner. Oh, you're all right. Where's Cody? Is he okay?
We wanted to get Cody to a doctor, but your sister wouldn't let us. And now he's dead.
And believe it or don't, this is the last we'll hear of this. Back at the hospital, they decide they need to get the keys off the unlate Captain Rhodes. Eyeballs. Somehow he's able to get up into the vents with them without just pulling Sarah down or getting kicked off. And uh-oh!
I'm sorry.
The other soldier, Salazar, wants to play it safe and shoot him, but Sarah says,
If the time comes, I'll do what has to be done, okay?
It's probably too late to stop smoking. Hey, I'm the one that should be worried. Your wife has been hacking up a storm.
Can I give this a try?
Hey, you got a license?
No.
Me neither.
Okay, we're at the radio station KXWT on Elm Street.
Oh, give me a break. The mom zombie is supposed to be listening to the radio, finding out where they are. She's a zombie!
and looks like Salazar is rigging up a murder killer. Oh, this is just something I rigged up here. It's called the Murder Killer.
Sweet spear.
See, a black man with a sharp stick is supposed to be a spear.
Oh, no. No, that's not right.
Wow, that was quite the reach and incredibly stupid. He doesn't even do the, oh, I'm just kidding thing either.
So anyway, they figure out they've got to take out their heads, and then...
Help me, please.
I'll help you. What a dick!
Indeed. And Logan drives off on them, so they take the vehicle they came in and...
They take the vehicle they came in? Why'd they even bother getting Rhodes's keys? Their vehicle isn't even that far from where Rhodes's was.
Oh, by the way, Salazar threw the murder killer like a spear. There was no mention of it.
I'm sorry.
Yes, don't take him in where you can keep an eye on him. Cuff him to the vehicle. Brilliant! Back at Radioland, Radio Boy turns zombie and gets a nice knife in the head.
This shit right here was made for me.
Stop fucking around and start loading this stuff up.
Hey, he was on to something there. Back at the vehicle, Bud is turned into a zombie. So sad, but it's time to shoot him.
No! He's restrained.
Yes, because we should obviously keep the constant threat alive.
What if he gets loose?
I'll shoot him.
And that's going to help who he might have bit how?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
The National Guard, anyone with weapons.
What the hell are you doing?
My brother.
Brother's a DJ?
Mom,
Trevor! Trevor, it wasn't her. Not anymore.
Okay, wait a second here. She'll run down her mother because it's not her anymore, but she insists on keeping her zombie in the back seat because of their day-long bond.
Mr. and Mrs. Leitner, we've been rescued. Come on.
When Nina gets no response, she keeps going in. Come on, what does she think they are doing? Playing hide and seek? So yeah, that's the end of the Leitners. I told you it wouldn't come back to bite her on the ass. And yes, they're still keeping the zombie with them, and it's even more ridiculous now as they have people sitting right beside it. It could bite them at any moment!
Why Thriller over here ain't trying to eat us?
He's a vegetarian.
That's the best explanation you can come up with?
He seemed to retain some part of themselves before they were infected.
Must have retained his hormones because he definitely remembers who you are.
Okay, so he's either a vegetarian zombie or his day-long crush on his superior is keeping him in check. That's just...
Then they drive to an army blockade and get attacked by zombies with automatic guns. Are these even zombies anymore?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Then, through the magic power of coincidence, the zombie of Trevor's friend crashes through the windshield.
The only reason why we keeping this bitch around.
Yeah, but they're all terrible. So Bud not only doesn't want to bite them, but he also follows orders to a degree. Apparently, he is supposed to equal Bup from the original.
This doesn't work in this movie. There's a reason for Bup to have some amount of reasoning power.
He was a zombie that was worked with over time by the scientist Dr. Logan, where he started to become somewhat domesticated. You actually kind of felt sorry for Bup at one point and on his side when he was going against Captain Rhodes.
Here I just feel sorry that they thought this actually worked. It seems like, oh, we just want an intelligent zombie like in the original. Okay, we'll put it in then. Should we give an explanation?
We'll give 2, his eating habits while he was alive, or he's horny for a girl, making Bud the friendly zombie.
I think they should be getting a lot more friendly zombies if those are the only criteria.
Anyway, they decide to visit an underground base at the end of this movie. You know, kind of like the one where the majority of the story took place in the original. They meet up again with Dr. Logan trying to destroy evidence of Umbrella or something, and they find out the outbreak is because of their T-virus.
What was this virus supposed to do?
It was designed to paralyze enemy troops by shutting down their neural system for 6 to 7 hours.
Oh, and the lead scientist is a super zombie that can dodge bullets?
Why is anybody's guess? There's no mention of him being infected differently. He must have stabbed himself with the G virus.
That's Dr. Angle. He was the best man on the team. If they do retain something of what they were, we are so screwed.
Oh, of course, because he was a good scientist makes him a super zombie.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Not only is he a super zombie, he's a super stealth zombie. Okay, if you have a zombie pulling off moves like that, you really need to give it some kind of explanation.
He was the best man on the team.
That doesn't count!
Just in case.
In case of what? The walls are infected? I don't see how a blind waste of ammo would help, and apparently it didn't. Will Salazar survive? Find out after this.
Who's that character? It's Sub-Zero!
What? No, he didn't survive. So Sarah goes off to have the final boss fight with Super Zombie, and Bud fires a gun just like Bup before him. That might have been more impressive if we didn't see army zombies running around firing automatics. They tear him apart right away because that was apparently an insult to all zombie kind, making that whole thing fairly useless. They then blow all the zombies away and they're saved.
This movie doesn't even keep with the classic Romero theme of human fault and inability to work together causing their downfall. Though it should have, even in this story.
Sarah keeping Bud alive made no sense, and only through the movie's stupidity did that not come back as a fatal mistake.
So in conclusion, if you want to watch a good Day of the Dead, watch the original. Does that count as me dying?
If you're on a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, add
Ultra Games for Nintendo
to it. You could actually bring that cholesterol level down even more.
Remember, I'm never farther than your TV.